Chris, we will move along with the next playoff game. Pretty much the next three are going to be aired this Saturday. We have Miami traveling to Texas A&M, Chris. The line has Texas A&M as a 3.5 point favorite. Over under is at 48.5. So, Chris, this is an interesting ball game.
It is.
Both of these teams took Notre Dame to the woodshed. And what do you know? They have to meet each other to see who's going to be the top dog. While Notre Dame somewhere with that, with the clenched fist like Arthur, the Arthur meme, watching both of these teams have fun in the playoff. I'm just really joking. I'm sorry, Notre Dame fan. But yeah, this is an interesting ball game, Chris. A&M 3.5 point favorite. They're gonna be playing in College Station, so you know that place is gonna be rocking. Power's gonna be playing. 100,000 plus people there in Kyle Field. That place gets crazy, Chris. Who you got in this game? Because this is gonna be an interesting one.
It is interesting. It is. But to me, Kory, I think there's an obvious winner in this game. I'm going with Miami. I'm going with the Canes. I think Texas A&M is funny money. Texas A&M's good now. But I think Texas A&M is funny money. They played literally everybody in the bottom half of the SEC rankings in SEC standings.
He's not lying,
folks. All
their
wins. Literally every team they played was in the bottom, that they beat was in the bottom half of the SEC standings. The one time you play somebody who wasn't, little old big brother had to put it on you. Texas beats you.
Belt hands.
I'm just saying. You play somebody who was in the top half of the league and they beat you. Miami has the talent to play with anybody in the nation. They are just as talented as every other top SEC team in the country. They have the guys in the trenches. We know A&M prides itself on its D-line. They have one of the best defensive lines in the nation. Well, Kory, Miami has one of the best offensive lines in the nation. Nothing but pro players on their O-line. You know, their right tackle will be a Sunday guy. Will be drafted in the first round next year. I mean, they have the guys up front. Then you look on the defensive side of the ball, and you see Bain Jr. and what he's done this season. Healthy. This Miami D-line is one of the better D-lines in the nation too. And get after the quarterback. And if you can, make Marcel Reed uncomfortable, we know what Marcel Reed can do. He can make big time plays now. But Marcel Reed giveth, he taketh as well. I mean, he could throw an interception in the same breath as he could throw a touchdown.
He does it easy. He makes it so easy.
Yeah, right. I mean, you see it. He makes big plays, and then he has you ready to pull your hair out like he did in the first half against South Carolina. I think there's too many signs, Kory, that kind of tell us that A&M they good, but they ain't that good, Kory.
Yeah, no. When you look at that schedule, Chris, they just didn't have that many top team wins. Everyone that they played was pretty much where they were at. They were at the bottom half of the SEC, and A&M dominated every single week, as they should have. And then they came out and had some of those South Carolina-esque games. And ultimately they won that game. I mean, it's still impressive that they were down 30 and then came back and won that game. But, man.
You were down 30.
Yeah. You were down 30 against South Carolina, a team that was pretty much 6 feet under. So yeah, this team this season, Chris, they've had those flashes of like, man, they look like one of the best teams in the country. But yeah, they've definitely had those moments where they just been inconsistent. And do you trust a team like this in the playoffs where it matters? Look, they could turn it on and become one of the most dangerous teams in this playoff this season. That very well can happen. But kind of thinking that A&M, they've kind of hit a wall after that Texas game. I think we saw the cracks in the armor. And I think Miami potentially is going to expose that armor this Saturday. And they're going to crack it as well. They're going to shatter it. Because they're looking to go far in this thing this year. And they're still a really good team.
Mm-hmm. And I know people, there is a fair counter. Carson Beck makes his fair share of mistakes too. That is true.
Yeah.
But I've seen Carson Beck step up in these moments, like these kind of games, Kory.
Yeah.
For Georgia. I think Carson Beck will be locked in. I think Malachi Tony. We talked about him, man. That young man is special.
He is.
I think he can have a coming out party. I mean, most everybody who follows college football knows him, but this is gonna pull in the casual eyes. This could be the game that really starts his Heisman campaign for the 2026 season. He's that kind of electric talent at the receiver position, and I think Miami has what it takes to not only win this game, Kory. I think Miami, that's a sneaky team going forward. That of anyone playing this weekend, I think they have a great chance of causing some noise and pulling Ohio State. Ohio State played the first weekend last year against Tennessee and went on to win national championship. If there's a team that's playing that has a chance to do what Ohio State did last year, I feel like Miami is right there in the mix to do so.
Yeah, I think Miami definitely has the team. They have the squad to potentially go far. We said that earlier in the season before the Louisville and the SMU game as well, of how good this team was playing. And I think they can finally really get down to business and showcase why a lot of the national media was talking about them so highly at the beginning part of the season. Now you're in the playoffs. Now you got something to prove. I think this is Miami's opportunity to
Mario
showcase.
Cristobal needs this too.
And he needs this. He really needs this. Because if he doesn't, like, man, those people down there in Miami, they're gonna come out Mario Cristobal.
Yeah.
It's not
He
gonna
might
be
not
pretty.
get fired, but they're gonna be like, hey man, you gonna have to win a couple playoff games next season.
Right.
You gonna have to make the semifinal at least to play it.
Exactly. So yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in this game. I'm excited. I think both of these offenses are explosive. Both of these defenses are stifling. Heck, this game might be a very tight, contested game by the time we hit fourth quarter. We might get around like 17-17 in this one. Who knows? So I'm excited. I think we're going to be watching some good defensive football and potentially some moments where we'll see some great offensive plays as well in this game.
Yeah, I think we'll get a mix of both. I'm gonna go with the Canes to win 31-28.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Miami as well to win this game. I think they'll win 35 to 24. I think Miami will pull through and showcase to the college football world that they belong in this playoff, and that look, they were unfocused in mid-season, but they're in rare form now.
They play to their competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. That's one thing that those guys in Coral Gables know how to do. They know how to play up to their competition when the going gets tough. So, I think we're gonna see that, and it'll be an impressive win if they can do that as well. Because, like I said, Chris, College Station, it gets loud. That's one of the loudest venues in America. Like, some people don't make it out of Kyle Field.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited about this one. This should definitely be a fun game, Chris.